It had to be inch perfect, and it was. And the delight there. Some spectacular tennis they played in that last game, both of them. Really was a great effort on their part. Well, their tactical discussion before the change of ends obviously paid off there. Yes, dominating there, L.PAES and Štěpánek in all of the statistics, in actual fact. First serves in, conversion, second serves as well, and even the returns. Not so many break points, but they converted on the one. That was enough.
Time.
Yeah, that's been the key difference, isn't it, in the two teams? They've converted 2 of 3 break points in the match so far. PAES and Štěpánek, and Rojer and Tecau are 0 for 13. And it's a real killer, that. Here's the 4th set.
15 love.
And I guess if they were playing on the tour, Mark, then at least they could mix it up, couldn't they? They could say, okay, well, we're going to have Rojer playing the break points, playing the deciding points.
Yes.
Of course, here can't do that. And I would hazard a guess it would be Rojer that would play the big points, given the opportunity to do so.
Well, at the moment, the way he's been playing, Tecau really has just struggled a little bit.
Net for 6.
The way you're talking, I think you favour that, though, don't you? This sudden death.
I do.
I'm a dinosaur. Oh, that's suicide lob.
Štěpánek was very nice though, wasn't he? Could have put either of them in hospital there.
Yes, that was a dangerous shot to play, that lob.
Okay, PAES Štěpánek.
Lovely second serve, that.
New ball space. First game, 4-10.
And tennis in general, Mark, you need a lot of patience, don't you, at early stages of the set, and then suddenly PAES and Štěpánek, they're catching fire at the tail end of the set to win it. Then you can make good use of that momentum in the early stages of the next set, can't you?
Yes, you can. That's true. Sometimes, though, when you have a long tie break, which you win, you can have a little bit of drop of concentration. But when you finish the set, as they did on such a high, their motivation is really pumped at the moment. They're playing absolutely superbly. And PAES particularly is enjoying himself now.
Yeah, he's a real showman, so he always plays his best tennis when he feels he's performing well. He's doing so now. Important game, this. Tecau, love 1.
$15 love. $15 all.
Doesn't quite have the flexibility that his partner has. He was just caught a little bit going the wrong way there. Partner called you, and he wasn't absolutely ready for it. Got other attributes, of course. Big serve, powerful. Oh, that's
30-15.
A huge smash. And played with great confidence, this one.
Lovely move, perfectly timed.
40-15.
Yes, you have to be really quick to cover that amount of court and still play a good volley. The racket right out in front so that you can punch it away for a winner.
Horia Tecau. 1 game all, 4 sets. $15 love.
That's a fine volley. You could see Rojer just moving a little bit too quickly. Štěpánek is moving just there. Delivers down the line. A really firm volley. Too good. There's a bit of class. crowd like this one. Stuns it. Takes all the pace off of the ball. Beautifully played.
Game, PAES Štěpánek.
Yeah, really are playing well now.
PAES Štěpánek lead 2 games to 1, 4th set, and by 2 sets to 1.
And I guess in a best of 5 set match, Mark, it's going to ebb and flow a little bit, isn't it? And as a pair, if you can both start playing well at the same time, that gives you the best possible chance of creating some momentum.
Yeah, you're right. Yes, I think we've had Rojer has played some good games, and as Tecau has played some games, but they haven't quite synchronized well enough. I mean, they've had the opportunities, but they haven't coordinated as well as PAES and Štěpánek. Quite right there. But I think the nature of their relationship is different. I think that PAES is definitely, he likes to play with people who he can really empathize with. I think it's a critical part of the relationship as far as he's concerned. First serve percentage in 76 for PAES and Štěpánek to 69. They're in the lead there. They're in the lead, points 1. At first serve, points 1.
Time.
So certainly dominating with those statistics anyway, PAES and Štěpánek, but invigorated. They're bouncing back to the end of their end of the court. Tecau trying to get himself motivated. Tecau there. So the score 1-2, full set.
Law 15. $15 all.
Tecau was quick onto that one. He has an ability, Tecau, when he does strike the ball, it is pretty decisive. He pummels the ball into the ground.
Štěpánek challenged Tecau, left far side line. Ball's called out.
It could have possibly hit the edge of the line. There seemed to be a little bit of a puff of chalk.
It was tight, wasn't it? Nope.
30-15. net. First service.
Uh-huh.
All.
Štěpánek times this one absolutely perfectly. It's not the first time he's done it. He's very dangerous on the return. Can't leave too bigger gaps because he will take advantage.
Good teamwork.
4D30.
Yes, they were in with a fighting chance, PAES and Štěpánek in this one, but just couldn't quite get hold of that last one. It was Rojer's serve that they broke last time, so they must feel they have an opportunity to break again. They're pretty close there.
Game, Horia Tecau. 2 games all, 4 sets. Štěpánek with 2 challenges remain.
Well, it has been a gorgeous afternoon. Absolutely perfect for tennis, and of course watching it. Lucky enough to have a ticket here on court 3.
Love.
Control on the volley, Štěpánek. Never tries to swing too much at the ball.
30 love.
Understands how to hit effective volleys. Just accuracy, not pace. Lovely return, just steers that one.
30-15.
Open court.
Yes, he's enjoyed taking PAES' serve. We've had a lot of good returns from him, Rojer. He served well to that side, PAES, and that posed a problem for Tecau.
Go either way on the forehands.
4D30.
Yes, it makes this look so easy, doesn't he?
Beautifully done. I've seen many of those from Tecau.
Deuce.
And perhaps this is an occasion where both Rojer and Tecau will play well at the same time. superb serving. After a couple of stinging forehands, that was definitely the right play.
Yes, serve right on the line.
Had to work hard there, and that is a good hold. Nice teamwork in the end.
PAES Štěpánek lead 3-2, fourth set, and by 2-1.
So it's PAES and Štěpánek with a 3-2 lead now.
Oh, he's seeing some really good tennis and excellent reflexes. This was the last point. Serve down the middle. It's a good return. And PAES has to deal with a difficult low volley. He was behind the service line. He closes in. Štěpánek plays the volley, the reflex by Rojer. But look at the volley there from PAES. He manages to cover that one beautifully. He watches the ball so well and changes the direction so quickly. This is a difficult one. But continues to move in, he does. Štěpánek comes into the action, though PAES was covering. He then had to change direction very quickly, PAES did, but he managed to do so and save the day there. Good teamwork. I've seen small tennis rackets, but not ever as small as that one. It's good to see youngsters watching this tennis. Hope that they're going to be inspired to go out and play.
Time.
It's so nice, isn't it, when you come down here as a youngster, get to see the best players in the world, close quarters. I mean, you are definitely inspired. Get out there on the court, you always try and play like your heroes. Any great shots that you've seen, always attempting to use those.
Who was your hero?
Jimmy Connors was mine.
Well, of course he's around Wimbledon today.
He is, commentating for the BBC. But, who was yours, Mark?
Well, my first memory was Wimbledon. It was Drobny, actually playing Rosewall, 1954, but that's long before you were born, all of you, probably.
Great players, all of them, though. That's for sure.
15-love.
Of course, Jimmy Connors won the singles here a couple of times. Also won the doubles, though. He's played with Elina Stasi in the early days.
Fortunately, they brought their umbrellas with them, didn't they?
They did. So, bit of communication between Tecau and Rojer as to what's going to happen here. Sometimes it can be a bit disruptive to the overall rhythm, especially if you're the server. You have to wait between serves, have a little look up. Superb return.
Yes, thumbs up there for the return.
15-all.
Finally under PAES.
There in the end.
30-15.
Yes, not quite high enough there, and especially Štěpánek's. It was an easy smash, but the idea was a good one. Brought them into the rally, it did. An improvised overhead there by Rojer.
40-15. Horia Tecau. 3-all, fourth sets.
Two and a half hours now been going. On as even, 3 apiece, midway through the fourth set. But of course, PAES and Štěpánek with a distinct advantage of having won 2 of the first 3 sets.
15 love. Love. Love.
Well, he rattled through his first service game without the loss of a point. That's in the set.
Net for service.
Oh, almost too easy. A bit casual on that
40-15.
one, Štěpánek. And Rojer had given them really pretty well. Look, he was turning his back to the ball. This is a little bit of lack of concentration. We didn't watch that at all. If you give Rojer
4D30
the space, he's able to find it. He's done that quite a few times in this match.
Game, PAES Štěpánek. PAES Štěpánek lead 4-3, fourth set and by 2-1.
Well, it's at this stage in the match that it's a distinct advantage to have a slender lead. A bit of additional pressure on the shoulders of Rojer and Tecau.
Yes, if they were to lose their serve, virtually the match is over. Possibly, well, of course, because it goes to 5-3 and they're serving out for the match. So it's can be sort of a tense or critical stage in the match. Need really to concentrate and not bother about the score. It's so easy to bother about the score, but you just bother about each point as you play each point. Yes, you don't see these two talking so avidly as much as the opponents.
Tie.
They played a lot together, a lot of matches, so probably there's not a lot to be said in many ways, other than just to chivvy each other along. So just a pat on the back. Right, buddy, come on.
Three-four. So a bit casual there on the ball.
15.
And whenever you lose the first point in such an important game, you always start to get a little more stressed out. Heart rate rises a little bit. Can't quite be as free on the very next point. And now under real pressure. Hence why PAES is moving up the court to add to that. Brilliant, superb tennis from Štěpánek.
Love 30.
Fierce drives from the back of the court, and really just too hard that one for Rojer to control. It was well played by Štěpánek.
He's been rock solid on the second and third ground strokes of the rally. when given the opportunity to excel. Much stronger than PAES in that regard.
Yes, the ball came too high. He was trying to get over the top of it. He couldn't quite get enough top spin. It really was a good kick serve. Popped up. He's a big man on the net. When he's so close to the net, hard to get the ball past him. Because the long return sometimes can be effective.
That's a lovely serve. Responded well. Love 30 down.
40-30.
Yes, he's kept a cool head all the time, Rojer.
Horia Tecau.
It's good teamwork.
4 games all, 4 sets.
Yes, with a good serve, it's hard to get the ball away from Tecau at the net. So all square, 4 all.
Relatively simple for PAES and Štěpánek. Right shots at the right time.
Yes, again, Štěpánek doesn't overdo it, just keeps control of the point and puts the easier ball away. Oh, that's a good return, that is.
That's the advantage of having a double-hander. You can use the top hand, the left hand as far as he's concerned, to hook the ball back cross-court.
Yes, we saw a few of those in the early part of the match, not so many latterly.
(30-15).
Frustrated with himself. Yes, opportunity missed. Yes, making a note of that one.
It's another good return, this time off the forehands.
30 all.
So all of a sudden, Tecau playing a little bit better.
Yes, couldn't return any better than that.
Time for his partner, Rojer, to back him up here.
That's for service. (40-30). Game. PAES Štěpánek. PAES Štěpánek lead 5 games to 4, 4th set, and by 2 sets to 1.
I guess, Mark, when you look at the overall match, that game was a very good example of where Tecau and Rojer have struggled. Some good stuff early on from Tecau, but again, on the game point, missed return. He really hasn't played the big points well, has he?
No, you're right, and indeed in that last game, Rojer didn't particularly return. You rightly say they need both to play well together. They've sparked into the life a little bit individually, but not combined well in that regard, and so that has really created their demise. They're of course still in the match. I mean, this match could turn very, very quickly in their favour in this fourth set. We're getting close to a tie-break. Get into a tie-break, they could sneak through on that, and then into the fifth set, of course, no tie-breaks at all. So they're not out of the match by any means. But at the moment, they're sort of hanging in there, really, and it's PAES and Štěpánek who are making most of the inroads. They're the ones who are the most innovative, most consistent so far, and just really are playing probably the most entertaining tennis as well.
Of course, there's very little room for Tecau and Rojer to manoeuvre now. Very much operating under the magnifying glass, needing to hold to stay in the match. That's a good start.
15 love. All. $30-15.
Yes, whew. Yes, he picked the right shot. It just floated out fractionally. Would have been a difficult one to play if it had just been in.
$40-15.
Brilliant return, really knifed that one down to the service feet.
40-30.
A little bit of demonstration of what he did, yes. Taking all the speed off the ball, took it from really his shoulder height and pulled it down at the feet of Tecau. Taking the speed off of the ball, made it difficult for Tecau to manage.
Horia Tecau. New ball space. 5 games all, 4th set.
It's very difficult still to pick a winner in this 4th set. So Tecau and Rojer still have to keep believing. If they can get into a tie break, anything could happen. as it did in the second set. Stepanek serving with the new balls. 5 apiece. They shanked the volley, but it was a good move.
Love 15.
Yeah, return just a little bit too high. It was a miss hit, but he's going to hit that for a winner, I think, anyway. Even if it had come off of the throat, it would have been a winner.
$15 all.
Yes, neither party are doing better than 50% on return of serves.
That's good pace. Not an easy volley, that one. Use of the wrist.
Yes, a good short ball.
30-15.
And this one, that higher one, not easy shot to play that. You have to be strong, good timing. PAES did a good job with that shot.
I guess he's had plenty of practice down the years, PAES, hasn't he?
He certainly has. The second serve now. Right.
That's second serve.
So cleanly hit, moved on to that
40,
ball
50.
absolutely perfectly. A clean strike.
That's unusual.
40-30.
It was almost too easy for him, wasn't it?
He's missed a couple of simple ones, hasn't he? He's dealt with the relatively tough ones very well.
Yes.
Just a little casual.
Game. PAES Stepanek. PAES Stepanek lead 6-5, fourth set, and by 2 sets to 1.
And nevertheless, he managed to hang on to his serve, keep the initiative to 1 game ahead, which is absolutely vital at this stage. Sun's gone in a bit now. In many ways, I think it's better for the players. They've got the cloud above. It's easier to play the overheads. For some players find it difficult to get the depth of vision on a lob and blue when the sky's blue. But as the match has progressed, Leander PAES definitely has improved. Stepanek has played pretty well the same all the match, really. And many more people coming in to watch this match at this stage.
Yeah, it's filling up quite nicely now, isn't it? And, it's always nice to wander around the courts and then you kind of see a good match that's warming up nicely. This one might head into a 5th set, and you think, okay, well, I'll check that one out. I'll see what happens if it does go to a decider. And keep a little look at the order of play. There's always a few matches to be arranged as well at the tail end of the day. The referee decides which courts they will go on. You've always got to keep an eye out for those as well, because there's some really good doubles on that list always. Men's, women's, and a bit of mixed. If you're really unlucky, you get to watch Andrew Castle play.
Love 15.
That's the perfect start.
It is. They had love 30 on this Rojer's serve last time and struggled to convert. But always good to win the first point.
A brilliant return.
Yes.
Love 30.
And as tall as Tecau is, he just couldn't get his racket onto it with control, hurling himself at the ball. Yes, he fouled the net there, but I think the ball would have bounced twice before he hit the net.
2 points away now. It's a very safe first volley, wasn't it? Very intelligent too.
And he crowded in on the net there, punched the easier volley away from winner confidently. Yes, that was a half chance. Yes. Well, the lob turned out to be an effective shot because the backhand volley was not deep enough from Rojer, and PAES really took advantage of that. It gives them 2 match points. And it was a good serve. Rojer kept his cool. The serve in down the middle, cut out the angle. Where will he serve on this one? Better not to serve wide, I suspect. Oh, well played.
That's great hands.
Gosh, so sharper than H.Tecau. And there were good shots here from Štěpánek, and look at how he disposed of that one. How he generated the pace of that, I don't know. Quick flick of the wrist. So 2 match points saved.
Advantage Štěpánek.
PAES playing a good return again. It was the quality of the return really that has given them another match point.
It's a good win.
6-4, 6-7, 6-4, 7-5.
Some really good tennis. As a pair, they combined a lot better and were able to generate just a little bit of momentum when it really mattered throughout the match as a result. Štěpánek was rock solid throughout. PAES a little more up and down, but when he played well, he really raised the level of their play as a team. And of course, they're a popular pair, these two. And they get the job done in 4 sets. Rojer and particularly Tecau will be a little disappointed. They certainly had their chances, 13 break points in total, but weren't able to take advantage of any of those. So it's PAES and Štěpánek who are safely through to the quarterfinals in 4 sets.
Yes, they're absolutely delighted, but full marks to PAES and Štěpánek. As you rightly say, they combined beautifully, each added to the match in a different way. PAES inspired at the end. I mean, he really did take the bull by the horns and put on the pressure on these two, and they had to submit. They put up good resistance, they had their chances, but these two leave really having pleased the crowd, delighted everyone with their tennis, which really was superb.